But I think if you take a look at this, you know, it's not hard to figure out that these are based on some extremely conservative assumptions. If we don't make our goal in 5 years, there's really something seriously wrong with what we're doing with our trash and rubbish. People would have to stop putting trash and rubbish out.
Justin Katz, Arbor Terrace. I understand the necessity of this sort of a program. I just want to point out the obvious that when you say these are conservative numbers, what that means is that you're going to be more than doubling the cost of trash pickup for the residents of the town. That seems to me to be a massive hidden tax increase that skirts the paper what need tax cap. Personally, I will not be able to avail myself of that service, and I will bring my trash to the dump. And I will still be paying the $573,000, not me personally, but if I could, for pickup, which would be subsidizing people to have the privilege to have their trash picked up. So that means that this massive hidden tax increase will also be regressive. My suggestion, I guess, to resolve the issue would be to issue a refund of a portion of property taxes to people who opt out of the pickup and bring their trash to the dump themselves.
Even when you bring your rubbish to the dump, it's going to have to be in these bags. You can't bring your rubbish to the dump and dump it free of charge. You're still going to have to put it in a $2 bag or a $1 bag, so there's not going to be any way around it by bringing your rubbish to the dump.
Well, then you might still offer the option to opt out of the pickup, and the cost would remain the same, essentially, to the resident. Otherwise, I'd ask to look into zoning for whether I can start a dump in my backyard. It's a joke, sorry.
Just an idea or suggestion down the road is maybe to be an improvement in the process of picking up the trash, similar to Middletown. They have the large size buckets, which is sort of semi-automated where the driver just doesn't have to get out of the truck and takes the trash and dumps it in the truck. And that would make an improvement on the wind blowing the smaller bins in the road. They will stay put much better, and also probably improve the factor of the time that the trash is outside, and it would be a more efficient way to do the trash pickup. And the other idea is maybe, not an idea, is I'd like to get more detail on the distribution of the bags. You thought about that, it's going to be sold in a particular stores and whatever. If you can give us some detail on that.
Yeah, I'm going to wait till everybody made their comments just to take you into that next phase of the bags in the program.
Well, you know, it's kind of difficult though, because whenever you raise about how you're going to do something, they raise public comment.
Okay, then
and I think before we close the public comment, you had to get all your.
All right, you're right. As part of the process, the committee looked into the situation of how to handle bag distribution, bag collection, accounts payable, accounts receivable, and we found a company called Waste Zero. I have two members of the company here, Mike Laporte and Bob Zerlin. They are basically running programs in North Smithfield, Westerly, Middletown, and in Seekonk in Massachusetts. They're the only ones that we could find that ran a total program in which they put up all the startup costs. They produce the bags themselves. They will distribute the bags to, say, 10 stores around town, which we have not investigated yet, but obviously the committee would look to cover north, south, east, and west. They pay for all the advertising, public information, distribution of the bags when the distributors need them. Again, they send out the billing to the stores, they collect the money from the stores, and they cut a check to the town monthly. based on the difference. But the cost of that full service from soup to nuts is about 12.5% of the $2 bag. They're taking a quarter, 25 cents out of every $2 for that service. But we were comparing that to what it would take the town to hire an employee, to give them a car, and you're talking 300,000 bags a year. This is a serious program. 300,000 bags a year. You get 6,000, I said 6,000 households times 52 weeks. We're talking, that's a lot of bags. So we really have to set up another section on the DPW or however you choose to monitor this. So the committee fully supported, if the pay-as-you-throw goes through, is the bag system, and we are very much leaning towards a system that Waste Zero provides right now. And I'd like to just take a couple of minutes, and again, Mike, or whoever wants to come out, a couple of minutes, to maybe just expand on the process of what you've experienced in the past, and maybe take some questions. This is Bob Zerlin from Waste Zero.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we have been involved with pay-as-you-throw for 19 years, really since the inception of the concept. And we have seen over the years municipal requirements evolve. Some of the many municipalities early on wanted to get into a pay-as-you-throw program and found some of the difficulties that Steve was suggesting in terms of setting up retailers and the like. And so we have evolved our program really to address all of those needs. We run programs in 270 municipalities. Over 100 of those are in New England. We have many towns, as Steve mentioned, bordering here, and in Rhode Island and Massachusetts. And our job is to partner with municipalities. We do run a turnkey program to help you get this set up. And we also look to our other municipal partners to establish best practices that we could adopt in new municipalities. This is something we would do in tandem with the town of Tiverton. For example, the question came up about, well, what retailers would be set up? Waste Zero would not say these are the specific retailers. You would tell us where you think it would be most workable. We want to do something that's very convenient to residents. What we have found over the years is a program that is not easy to understand and not convenient will not work. And so we want your residents to be able to go to stores that they're typically going to for hardware, groceries, and whatnot. And we will set that up. We handle all of the, in addition to the manufacturing of the bags, the setup of the retailers, the distribution to the retailers, the accounting and the like. We have found, in some cases, to our surprise, there are retailers who one wouldn't expect to be involved in this program that want to get involved because of the foot traffic that's involved. And we're very flexible with regard to that. We will put a program together.
Such as the wind and the rain last night that made putting out the recyclables in the green bin a problem that could result in newspapers being blown all over the